Everybody, welcome back. Hope you're all having a good weekend. This is from what I understand, I believe this is with we leap forward tomorrow, so it's gonna be a short sleep tonight. I think it's losing an hour of sleep. It's typically what happens when you spring forward, right? I can't even figure out the word we're talking about. Holy cow! Daylight savings times. Holy crows! I'm be glad when that's over, but we don't get into that right now. Uh, Hope everybody's doing well. I don't know why I'd start rambling about daylight savings times. It's current events. Current events. My son is at a birthday party, and I got a couple hours to myself, and I've been wanting to play Wallace and Gromit, so I thought I'd do that. Just trying to make sure that we are live here. Just checking in on things. Give me a second here. Um, Hope everybody's doing okay. It's a wet day here in Vancouver. Wet and cold. Holy cow. My son's soccer game today in Langley, and man, it was wet and cold. He was freezing. At one point in the game, he was like so cold. I gave him my gloves, and he was running around with my gloves on the soccer field. But unfortunately, he didn't win. But geez, crow, I'm so proud of my son. He The dude is aggressive. He's persistent. He was on them, and I couldn't ask for more. So I was really proud of how he played today. So now he's celebrating by going to a birthday party, and I am chilling by playing Wallace and Gromit. Level 3, the Knitomatic. We took a peek at this last episode. Our poor Knitomatic is in a right tangle. There's not a moment to lose, Gromit. Oh, well. Deploy Washlight to the basement and let's get everything woolly clean. All right, sounds good. This looks like a small area, but with lots of little things to clean. So this looks like a cool one. I'm looking forward to this. Well, I might even start right here in a second, but there we go. This is a big giant basement. Man, I mean the size of this basement. It's like two basements in one, by the looks of it. But let's get started here. Let's get clean because I don't have a lot of time, but I have enough time. Let's start here on the door. Lummy, Gromit, wash lads, clean out of the blocks again. I'd best have a word in the shell lake. Oh my gosh, I can't understand what he's talking about. Some British slang. I've been command, please spruce up basement and give Knitomatic a makeover. He didn't say please. That's all right. I've been, if you listen to yesterday's live cast or today's podcast, we talked about things that excite us. An old feature that we haven't done in a while, so we brought back because we kind of miss talking about little things here and there. And one of the things that came up, it didn't excite me, it came up in discussion, was the TV show Spaced. And I know that Hose Nose right now is he's watching it as we speak while working on some sort of project for his Ghostbusters stuff. And they told me I watched the first two episodes, and I'm just not feeling it. I am so bored with this series. And I know it's season one. You can't judge based on season one, but so they are giving me a hard time. It's just like, well, you got to give it seven episodes minimum. 7 episodes. That's a big commitment. 7 episodes, half an hour each episode. So, what is that? My God, 3.5 hours. And I don't have a lot of hours to spend. I mean, here I am playing Power Washer, but I mean, so I watched 2 episodes and I was really bored. Like really bored. Not interested. Just nothing was holding me in this series so far. And I know Steve really loves the show. Hose Nose really loves the show. I think Jamie mentioned that he enjoyed it. So they said you got to give it some more tries. So I watched another episode and a half today. Holy cow! I can't. I'm having so much trouble watching this series. It is not interesting to me. I don't know what it is. I don't like the characters. I see there's pop references in there. I'm always a sucker for a good pop reference. He's playing video games. Tomb Raider's make a joke of Tomb Raider somewhere in there. But man, I just can't. I just can't. I have no interest in the main characters at all. They do not interest me. And at one point, the whole premise, at least as far as I got through it, is Simon Pegg and another woman. I'm sorry, I can't remember the actress's name. They become accidental friends based off of coming off of two breakups. Their own breakups, and they decide to live together. But the only reason they can live together is because they pretend to be married or at least in a relationship. That's the only reason they can get the spot. So that's a big important thing. It comes up a number of times in the series. So I'm watching this and it's just like, okay, well, it reminds you of Three's Company, right? Don't let Mr. Roper know that Jack's not gay, that sort of thing, right? So you can live with the girls. There really is no harm in them living with them, but still, it's just like they got to keep the facade going. So, episode 3, the girl, Daisy, I think is her name, she breaks up with her real life boyfriend, her real boyfriend, and there wasn't really much brought about him in the show as it was, but so they break up, and she's looking for someone to, just looking for an ear to listen. She's having a tough time, although the reason they broke up is because she kept cheating on him, and already I'm like, am I supposed to feel sorry for this girl? I do not feel sorry for this person already. I'm very little investment in this character as it is. I don't find her as a nice person. I don't find her worth rooting for. She just seems lame and just dull and a liar and just lame. She wants success but doesn't have the talent or interest to really do what needs to be done to get it. So I'm already kind of like, this is discovered after 2 episodes. And so now I'm watching episode 3. Her boyfriend breaks up with her, and the first thing she does is look for an ear from Simon Pegg, and he's really not interested because he wants to play video games or whatever. He's just not listening. He's got his own thing he wants to deal with. So, classy guy himself. Goes to another person. The painter downstairs is kind of weird or whatever. He's not. It's just can't seem to find someone to listen to. So she goes to the landlord, and immediately talks about how she broke up with her boyfriend. And then after the landlord, assuming the boyfriend was Simon Pegg, because that's who she told her that's who the boyfriend is, and she's under the impression that that's who the boyfriend is. It's just like, come on, you can't have forgotten this already. It's episode 3, or 4 now, and you're telling the landlord, it's like going to Mr. Roper. It's Jack Tripper going to Mr. Roper and talking about a breakup they had with another girl. The whole purpose of your living there is to avoid getting caught that you are not a couple. And the first thing she does is, I broke up with my boyfriend. And it's just like, come on, you're just creating a situation. It's just create a situation for the drama. It's fake drama. And I'm really like, oh God, I don't like her already. I don't like Simon Pegg already, and now I'm supposed to feel sorry for her. I'm supposed to, she's so funny, she wasn't even thinking. No, I'm not buying it. So right now, I immediately stopped that episode and went to the next one, because apparently Tires is in the next episode, and Steve always nicknames me Tires. Well, he doesn't always. Steve nicknames me Tires every once in a while because of my love for EDM music and electronic music, and Tires is the type of guy who loves that sort of thing. So I'm like, they're all like, Jamie and them are all going, you gotta see Tires. You gotta see Tires. So I went to fast forward to see Tires, and I just stopped. I'm like, no, I'm gonna watch this another time. I'm just not in the mood. I'm not buying this show. And I know the show could be like, it's kind of written for my generation. I can tell, but it's not written for, like, I'm not buying into it. It's just like, they're characters that I don't like, living a lifestyle that I don't connect with, and I just can't. So I will give it the 7 episodes, but I don't think I'm going to give it the 7 straight episodes. I think I'm going to hop ahead to season 2 and try that, because season 1 is boring as fudge. So, anyways, that's my synopsis on Spaced so far. And I know that Jamie and Steven Hosnos don't listen to the live stream, but it's just like, I'll tell them this separately, but man, I cannot get into that show. Anyways, so there you go, Spaced. This is looking good so far. Look at this place. Very nice, very nice. Off camera today, I played the Wallace and Gromit second level again. It was fun. It went a lot faster too. I'm really enjoying these levels. The fact that I replayed level 2 again and just kind of connected with it, it's good. So there we are. Kudos, power washing crew. I'm trying to use this tool more, like I said. It's less shaky camera for those people watching. But look at this. This is not so many nooks and crannies, but it's enough. I'm gonna stick with the walls here, I think. There we go. Oh, there's something on the... Hang on, what's on here? Oh, that's not what I want. Yeah. What's on this painting? Oh, it's just... Oh, hang on. Is this the painting from the movie... From the robbery? The one with the penguin? I think that might be the painting. I gotta go back and watch it again. I keep saying that, but I gotta go back and watch it. They're shorter than Space, that's for sure. Yeah, clean inside here, but it looks it. Yeah, there's some dirt right there. Can I get in there? Can I get in there? I think I'm in there. Oh, this is a tougher one to get right back there. Come on. There we are. Perfect. After the soccer game, I ran to, well, Scott hid in the car to warm up. I ran to Murchie's and got my tea stash. Oh my God, I was running so low on my Murchie's tea. I am a huge Murchie's tea fan. If you don't know what Murchie's tea is, it's a tea company here in Victoria, Vancouver, Lower Mainland. British, very traditional British tea. One of my favorite teas. My mom has always been a fan of Murchie's, and I guess when I decided I wanted to start drinking tea just to give me something in the morning, I said, okay, let's try Murchie's. Murchie's tea sounds good. My mom likes it. Let's give it a shot. And man, I was sold right away. It's lovely tea. I talked to a parent today, and we were talking about tea and stuff, and steeping, like how long you steep for. Apparently, I steep for extremely long. Like, apparently, I like my tea strong. I wasn't aware of that. Jamie mentioned that to me one time when I visited his house. So he made me some tea, and just when I was starting up, and they gave me a plate with the cup of tea, and I was like, "Well, what's the plate for?" "Oh, let's put your tea bag in." "Oh, just keep it in the cup," I said. They're like, "What?" And he's like, "Just keep it in the cup." And it's like, "How long do you steep for?" I go, "Until I finish drinking it." And so apparently that's a long time. Some people have timers, apparently 4 minutes, and you stop steeping. And I'm like, man, no, that tea bag's in there for a solid hour at work. Like, I first thing I do in the morning when I go in, I go in my room, put my stuff down, grab my flask, I guess. Not a flask, sounds like I'm making Irish tea. Pull in my, I guess my thermos or something like that. Canister, big one, about worth 3 cups of tea, I would say. And hot water, tea bag, and it sits there for a good hour while I get everything done because it's too hot. And it's steeping for a solid hour. And man, so good. I don't put sugar or cream in my tea. A lot of people like doing that. I need a ladder here. This is getting frustrating. Can't get up there. I know I could use the extension, but I don't. I don't wanna. Oh, look at this. Didn't realize there's a shelf here. Looking right at it. But I like tea strong. Apparently, black tea is my jam. Do this here. Black tea is my thing. Green tea is it's all right. I think I gotta have a black green tea blend if I do that. But black tea, Murchie's afternoon is lovely. I think it's like an English breakfast sort of deal. And then what else? I got a Canadian breakfast, regular and decaf, so I can have it in the night, so I don't stay up all night because I am an old person talking about old things. Streaming. Oh, got a story to share about school in a second here, but yeah. So it was. I got Canadian breakfast. What else did I get? I got a stash of stuff. It was tons of different types of teas. I was so happy. Ran in, bought it, ran out. $70 later worth of tea. Totally worth it. It was a lot of tea. So, and I'm buying Canadian, which makes me feel good too. Merch is a good company, as far as I know. I'm not following the practices or everything like that, but I am happy with the tea. Oh, and iced tea. I bought iced tea for Scott too. They have a nice powdered iced tea. Good fond memory of. That blinded me. A fond memory of iced tea and Murchie's when me and Scott went to Victoria one spring break, and I think it was summer actually, and we went to Murchie's, and I was like, you know what? I haven't had powdered iced tea in forever since I was a kid. So let's get some powdered iced tea, and we were drinking that like all through, like the whole trip. We took it with us to Parksville, and we're just drinking like powdered iced tea. It was fun. Just a little bit of water, mix it up, ice cube, done. In these small little glasses. They weren't shot glasses, but they weren't big enough to be a regular glass. So we had to make sure we get the measurements right. Not too sweet. Scott loves it sweet. I don't. But yeah, so I bought some more powdered iced tea. It's yummy, lemon. I don't like that brisk iced tea stuff. It's not even iced tea. It's just sugar water. That's all it is. I struggle to taste the tea. A lot of the teas that just have a lot of fake flavoring in it. It's just not my thing. Not my bag, man. So at school, I love cringing my students. I don't talk a lot about school, but this one's worth sharing. It's a safe one to share. So at school, just imagine yourself as a 13, 12-year-old, and you have your mom trying to act cool and trying to say all the cool words, trying to be hip with the kids and stuff. If your parents came in and say, "Radical, dude." "Oh, nobody says that, Dad." So knowing as a teacher how cringe it is, sometimes I say it on purpose just to make them cringe. It makes me happy. It's one of the few things that make me happy. I take pleasure in their pain. But so as we're talking, I'm trying to teach. I do try to use a little bit of try to get their attention and try to use some language that will just make them laugh, but also be self-aware that this is cringe. And so as we're trying to do some math work and stuff, and I go, "Okay, lock it in, chat." And they're all looking at me like, "What?" And I go, "Lock it in, chat." And they're just like, "No, Mr. Williams, don't say that. Come on, Queso says it. I'm cool. I'm a streamer, right?" And no, only streamers can say that. And I forget that they don't know I stream. I'm like, "All right, well, if I'm a streamer, then I can say it." And she's like, "Yeah, but even then, it's not cool because you're old." So it's just like, okay, well then if I get a couple million subs, then maybe I can start using the terminology, "lock it in, chat." But man, it was just so funny. It was just, I love making my students cringe. "I don't have Riz, is that what you're saying?" "Stop it, Mr. Williams." "Ah, come on, don't be so skibbity." "No, Mr. Williams, stop it." I do that for Scott too. It's the best. It's so good. Love making kids cringe. Oh, everyone said, you're banned, and then some kid does something right. "All right, I'm gonna mod you," which means you're moderator in the chat. So I have been a moderator in a chat before. It was a small chat room, but I have been moderator in the chat. So I don't know what I did with that thing. I don't think I did any business as a mod, because there was like 4 people in the chat room or something like that. but I remember being given moderator rules or something like that. So, anyway, yeah. So I was enjoying making my kids cringe. Makes the day go by a little faster. I don't. It's funny because you know that when these kids get older, the terminology that they use, a lot of it might be outdated and never used ever again. Some will stick around. Some some lingo and slang will stick around when they get older. And then, like I say, awesome all the time, and I mean that's more of an '80s thing than it is a current thing. But do I sound like the adults did when they said groovy when I was a kid? Because if I heard an adult say groovy, I'm like, oh, that dude's old. But is that how I sound to them when I say awesome? Now, I think if I said radical, I think that would sound more dated. But they use skibbity. I hear my son say it all the time. I hear the kids saying it all the time. It's less now than it used to be. It's not as much. It's done. It's the thing with a lot of fads, right? And in lingo, it goes by real quick. What does hold the test of time? And every once in a while, I still say choice. That's so choice. Kids don't know what I'm saying, but the adults who watch Ferris Bueller do. And sometimes it's not for the kids. It's just for us. It's our lingo. Radical, dude. Radical's like a turtle. Okay, how we doing here? Oh, missed a spot. Missed a spot. There we go. There's a level that you can probably do. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle power washing. You got a lot to work on. I don't know a lot about TMNT. Is there something back there? I actually downloaded the new TMNT collection that was free on PlayStation. I got it mostly for Jamie because I know that he likes playing TMNT, and I thought if he decides he wants to do a live stream, maybe we should grab this just in case, and just the two of us. I don't even know if you can play it together. I didn't even check to see if it was if we could play the game online together. But it's free. And it's okay. There's a whole bunch of different levels from the original NES. There's 2 levels from the NES. There's like a couple of Game Boy versions that surprised me that I don't think I'll ever play. I'm just not into Game Boy games. It's so frustrating to play with Game Boys. There's very few Game Boy games that I really liked. I think one of them was the Mario game. And that lovely soundtrack. I remember playing the Batman game quite a lot, but and never beating it. But I came close a number of times. I'm trying to get up the damn ladder. Come on, up the ladder. Come on. Okay, this is not happening. Oh, it looks like I have to use the extension. Yeah, I remember almost beating the Batman Game Boy game. I kind of wish I did, but now it's too late now. I can't. It's just I really don't have enough time, patience, or energy to really want to beat that game. Top work, wash lad. That dirt is dust. Look grand down here, ain't it, Gromit? That's not a bad little Wallace impersonation. Apparently Wallace or Gromit is an emoji guy, emoji dog. There we go. Oh, hang on, I didn't check to see what the trophy for this one was. Dang it, maybe it was too late. Clean the techno trousers first. Hang on. That's in the vehicles job. Okay, we're not there yet. Complete the Nidomatic job. Complete the Wallace and Gromit job. Okay, so, all right. So that I'm fine. There was no extra trophies in this level. Get up there. Get up there. Yeah, so I played a little bit of the TMNT. Hey, Tony, how you doing, buddy? Tonight I am doing all right. It's a little bit cold here. but it's okay. I'm chilling. Scott's at a birthday party, so I'm taking advantage of playing one level of Wallace and Gromit, and then go back to dad mode. But I thought I'd do this. Scott was cute. He when I dropped him off at the birthday party, he's like, "You gonna be okay by yourself?" He said to me. I was just like, "I'll call you if I get scared." He's like, "All right." I told him I was streaming when he was gone. He's, "Oh, we'll tune in." I'm like, "No, you won't. You're not gonna have your friends tune in to your dad's old man stream." Local con. Oh, that's right. You got the con coming up. What con was that again, Tony? Forgot the name of the con. But yeah, so can you imagine? Like him and his 13-year-old kid friends are watching me stream power washing. Oh my God, my son will be pantsed. You're so uncool, man. Who wants to watch your dad stream power washing, man? Gonna hop up here. Hit that like and subscribe button, kids. Lock in chat. Oh dear. This is so far away. I don't like doing this. It's like trying to scrape off paint off a car with a needle. It's too far away. So far away from me. You're channeling my inner Dire Straits, and all the kids love Dire Straits. Can't imagine. Can't tell you how many times the kids request Dire Straits when I play music in class. Salt in the swing, Mr. Williams. Where's your salt in the swing? Money for nothing. It's just a town con with Pop Culture Canada in Ajax, Ontario. There you go. We were our second episode that was off air. We were talking about conventions, and love to hear your opinion on that once you hear it, because we were talking about conventions, large versus small, celebration. You know, we had Fan Expo Vancouver recently, and those are one of the larger conventions. But I kind of like I like a small convention. Like we got the Island Fan Con in about 3 or 4 weeks or so, and it's a small convention, but it's once a year in a town that's pretty big. It's Victoria, right? It's the capital city of BC. It's not a huge city like Vancouver or Toronto, but it's not one of the smallest cities. And so there's an audience and a surrounding area, people all across the mainland or island who want to come. Vancouver Island's bigger than PEI, so I should do the far ones here. So we're talking about cons, and it's just like some of the things that we really enjoy. But I kind of like a small con. It's more intimate, less. I feel like I like working the cons more than attending them. But that's just because I like doing the volunteer work. But it's a lot of work at just attending a con. Never mind working it. I can imagine. But I like a small con. I could hang out with my friends, not feel so claustrophobic. Feel like I can see more things. I don't know. What do you think, Tony? What do you like a smaller con, or do you like the larger cons, like Fan Expo that happens in Toronto, or have you been to any other larger cons? Love small cons. The company, man, the host does a wrestling show. Oh, nice. Is that the local wrestlers? Yeah, you can sometimes get some cool, good stuff. Large cons are amazing. I mean, the effort that goes into like the set design for certain people or the costumes, it's the big show, right? If you want to talk wrestling, right? It's a big show for a lot of people, and they want to put their all. It's the main stage. But I kind of like the small con is just a lot more space. I think people appreciate it more. I think there's a lot more kids at the smaller cons that I appreciate. Um, how's this going, by the way? Oh, I didn't even notice there's a moose head right here. There's a moose head. Are you, Tony, are you going to be in Ghostbuster costume? Are you? I'm assuming you are with the packs and stuff like that, and raising money. Are you I think I've asked you this before, Tony, but help me out again. Like, are you? We have Ghostbusters of BC here. Are you part of a Ghostbusters crew in Toronto? Is there a name for it? Let's see here. So I'm reading your chat here. Slowly been purchasing. All right. Yeah. Are you part of like a Ghostbusters club? I know Jamie is obviously. Oh, hang on. I'm missing. Look at all these spots I'm missing. This is. I'm doing a horrible job. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to be doing this. You should be embarrassed. North Ontario Ghostbusters. Okay, gotcha. Is it a big club? How many people would be in there? Like 5 or 10? I know that the Ghostbusters of BC, I think on their docket have about maybe 15, I'm guessing, but the amount of people that actually show up and do events is much less, which is like typical for a lot of things. Like the 501st, I know people who say they're members of the 501st, but really they show up to maybe 1 or 2 events, whether it's because of location or time. 20 people, okay, that's a decent size. That's a decent size. You can get quite a lot done with that size. Yeah, so the Ghostbusters of BC, they have a reasonably sized group. I think it's less than that, but it doesn't sound like it's as organized quite yet. They couldn't get enough for the booth. They couldn't get enough interest, I should say, or maybe funds, or I don't know. But I don't know enough about it. Jamie doesn't tell me a lot of the goings on of what happens in the Ghostbusters. I don't want to pry. It's private Ghostbuster business, you know. It's kept within, within house. A need to know basis, and you don't need to know. Yeah, it depends on the size of the con. Yeah. Here we go. Forgot to do, speaking of Jamie, I got to do a Pale Rider ASMR of the day. Unfortunately, this is in a bottle, but just have to enjoy. Yeah. Yeah, I think you guys would have a lot to talk about for sure. Okay, hang on. Here we go. Here's I'm opening the bottle. Today's drink is it's a weekend, so I'm gonna have some cola this weekend. I'm trying to reduce my cola, so I'm gonna leave it for weekends. This is orange cream Coca-Cola. Hang on. Here we go. Wow, that was so boring ASMR. Yeah, I'll do some weird gross stuff to gross out Jamie. Hang on. Actually, slurping it like that made it creamier. Wow, that wasn't bad actually. I'm a big orange cream fan. Love an orangesicle. I remember Jones Soda would make an orange cream that was nice. It's very similar to that. It's a slight cola taste, but you're mostly tasting the orange cream. I bought some cream soda Pepsi for Scott and me for the weekend as well. And gotta be honest, it was a little disappointing. I want to support Pepsi more, but it's just like this one wasn't great. It was fine. It was fine, but I've had like I would say that the cream soda by Dr. Pepper was so much better. And I think you have more to work with Dr. Pepper because they have a different sweetness. It's I believe it's the, what do you call it, that almond sort of flavor. Hey, we have 5 people on our board, so no one else can make decisions. Yeah, you get it's all the politics of a club is always fun. I'm discovering that being XO of executive officers. It's like vice president of our Rebel Legion group, and something I've learned. It's interesting, and I don't like politics. Just want people all to get along, but everybody has different, everybody's different, right? Everybody has different points of view with different politics, whether it's politics in real life politics or politics when it comes to just how to run something. I'm not talking Democrat, Republican, NDP thing, but we're talking more like just how should we run the club and how should we deal with each other. We always have to be diplomatic, try to be polite, try to be nice, or as Jamie says, just don't be an asshole. Rules to live by, really. Yeah, can I climb here? I know I can climb here. I did it last time. There we go. Let's use this. No, hang on. Let's change. Yeah, it's I've already like had to deal with stuff, and I'm obviously won't talk politics on this one. It's a private matter, but it's just like I'm having to deal with the politics already, day one, and it's just like we are fake plastic spacemen trying to raise money for charity. Don't take yourself too seriously. But we do have to have rules, just like in everything, because try. A lot of people, no matter what age, from kid to adult, they try to find the loophole. They try to find the way around it. It's our inner nature to try to find the shortcuts. And sometimes we need to just follow the rules and just need to. It's there for a reason, and we can have a discussion whether we think these rules are right or wrong. But there's a way to do that as well. And sometimes people live on the mantra, ask for forgiveness rather than permission. And sometimes it is necessary, and sometimes... Oh, you got a patch? Oh, that'd be awesome. I will see if... I don't know if Jamie has a patch. Maybe I can see if Jamie's got one. We'll do a trade. I'm pretty sure he might have some patches. I should ask him. I don't think I have a patch because I'm not a member, but I'll see if Jamie has one. I'll make a trade with you, for sure. We definitely don't have coins. Coins are our thing when it comes to the Outer Rim Garrison, but I don't think the Ghostbusters have any coins. I do have a Ghostbusters coin. That being said, it is freaking sweet. I think it's from the Calgary or Alberta chapter. It's thick. It's engraved. It's got the I think it's got the pyramid with the not the pyramid, the Zool building or something like that, where Zool and the dogs were from the first movie. So beautiful. I love it. I got it before Jamie did. I got it in trade for some Star Wars coins. But yeah, I would love to do like a coin run, something like that. Big coin fan. Yeah, it is not cheap, is it? It is so expensive. We just have some new Outer Rim Garrison coins that are coming in, and I made some challenge coins for my own Outer Rim Rookie show, all for charity, and I raised a lot of money with it. But man, it was not cheap. You have to invest. Yeah, patches aren't cheap either, right? You are investing, and some people really love their merch. It becomes one of those things that becomes what do you call it? A tipping point, or it's a tough. I'm blanking on the right word. It becomes quite the discussion piece for a lot of people because some people get obsessed about the merch. And I know the Outer Rim Garrison, or sorry, the 501st Legion, I should say. The 501st Legion have strict rules when it comes to merchandise. The main rule is, I think there's two or three rules here. One, you need approval for any coin you want to do for a garrison. You need approval from the Outer Rim, from the 501st. They have to approve your design. They have to approve that you're actually making a coin. And I'll get into a reason why in a second. The second rule is anything that you make, you cannot make a profit on. It is not meant for profit purposes because, and this goes back to the other reason, number one and number two rule is simply because we don't own the name. We don't own this Stormtrooper 501st or anything like that. This is all owned by Disney. They're letting us use it. 501st was something created by Albin Johnson and his friends. And I think you could say that they're the creators of the name, but the ability to, whoops, I jumped off. The ability to put on a costume, stormtrooper costume, and go out into public and to raise money, that is not our property to do so with. So we have a number of strong rules that the 501st follow, so we can do those things. We can't promote companies. So if a comic book store says, hey, we'd love to have some stormtroopers outside our door one weekend so we can get some sales going. Nope, not allowed. That 501st, we cannot do that as a 501st. Now, if you do that privately with your costume, you go for it, but you can't say you're a member of the 501st. That is not allowed. Is the same with the Ghostbusters. I kind of figured. I didn't want to assume, but I kind of figured. Sorry, that was me drinking the cola. I kind of figured that was the rules, and I get it. You don't want to ruin the name, and so you also don't want to profit off it either. And that's why the charity coins or the challenge coins, you can't make any money off of it. And even when you buy your coin. Let's say I bought my challenge coins from Outer Rim Garrison. They're in my pocket. Great. I can trade for it. I can trade anybody in the world for another challenge coin of equal value. It's just, well, pretty much all of them have some sort of equal value. It's cheaper for Americans, I think, because just that's the way it is. But you can trade for it, but you cannot sell it on eBay. And there's always that problem. Everybody's selling stuff on eBay. And but once you're out of the 501st, Bob's your uncle. You can do whatever you want with it. It's your property. You can sell your own car. You can sell your coin. Whatever it is, it's yours. You own it. But as a 501st member, you're not allowed to sell your stuff. Some people do as a fundraiser. We've kind of avoid that because we don't get enough money back for it. It's not worth the time and the investment. Because somebody's got to put the credit card to this thing. We make more money just visiting and working the booths than we do on selling coins. So that's kind of what we do. Everybody likes a coin, though, when it comes to 501st stuff. But, and I respect the rule. I don't like. I know it's hard for people in those higher positions, like the executive officer or charity officer, whatever their names or titles are. It's all volunteer. You're a volunteer for a bunch of spacemen. All right, you're not getting paid. Nobody's getting paid. So to ask people to do things is you're asking them knowing it's volunteer, and you have to respect both sides of that coin. People are just keeping the rules because people will want to change the rules. And other people just want to have fun and just enjoy the camaraderie. And it's not as serious. I'm not getting paid for this, so don't take it too seriously. But we got to take it seriously enough so we don't piss off our friends and don't get shut down. And the 501st have done a lot of work in the communities, and they get recognized in many places, like we saw in The Mandalorian. All of a sudden, it's like, well, we need some stormtroopers. Let's call the 501st. I mean, they actually have costumes that are movie ready. So let's ask those guys to volunteer their time. And Bob's your uncle. I remember learning about the 501st for the first time watching Mythbusters. I didn't know who the 501st was. And then I'm watching Mythbusters and they're doing Star Wars myths. Oh, hang on, we got here. Let's check Wash Lad's soap supply, Gromit. Can't have him running out suddenly. Oh, well, lovely. Yeah, exactly. I've had to push back because some people were asking for parking money and gas money. And no, it's, oh my gosh, yeah. I get it. I totally get it. For the first time this year, we were charging our own members to attend the con. Before, the con was free. For all members attending the con, you get a free pass, but to get that free pass, you have to do your work. You have to do your hours. You're not going to do 1 hour and say, okay, give me a pass, I'm going to check out the con. No, you need to do your work. And for the most part, that's usually not a problem. But that was free. This year, like many other garrisons, well, we need to raise money for all the stuff that we're building. There is a lot of stuff. These booths don't make themselves, and they don't pay for themselves. We ask for people to donate money amongst our group. We can't ask people outside our group to donate money. It's not. So if we want to, we built some cool sets, for example. Just imagine we have this big back set of the Empire's what do you call it, ship, as well as Navarro. So we had two lovely sets. We had more sets. We have these two lovely sets built by a handful of people, very talented people who happen to make this sort of stuff for a living. All right. I will shout out Caleb Friesen right off the bat because Caleb Friesen worked his butt off to help build these sets. And Terry was a big part of this as well, designing these things and planning this. And these were really well done. And I chipped in a little bit as best as I could, and a bunch of other people chipped in to help build. But that's time, our money, right? I bought pizza for the gang just because, it's just like, why not? Everybody's helping out. We're nobody's getting paid. So, but this wood's coming from somewhere. These lights are coming from somewhere. And who's going to pay for that? And it's hard to ask people to chip in because they just want to volunteer and help raise money. It's a weird catch-22 of it's a volunteer job that costs us money. And so for one event, what was it? For this recent Fan Expo, I'm on the top here. I'm kind of looking around what I'm supposed to be doing here. The recent Fan Expo, I took a half a day off, unpaid. So it cost me money I'm missing a day's work. And I know I'm not the only one. Some people have to take a day off and they lose money on their pay. I lost half a day's pay, and I've done it in the past where I lost a whole day's pay to help out the CK&W Orphans Fund. So that is a day's worth of pay that I don't get. So it's money out of my pocket. Plus, it was $45 for the day for parking. That wasn't cheap. Plus, I had to get gas getting downtown. Plus, the money I put into the costume. Plus, food for the day. It's just like, that's a lot of money. Plus money for buying a discounted pass because we were working the convention. Because the conventions can't afford it to have everybody do it for free. They need to make some sort of money back as well. And I get that. So that is, it adds up fast, doesn't it? Our costumes, I love our costumes. I'm proud of my costume, but it costs a lot. The Adept cost armor that I'm building right now has cost me $700 American. That's just for the hard pieces and the greeblies, plus $100, maybe $110 for duty because I got charged at the border. And that's just the armor. That's just the armor. It's unbuilt. I didn't ask to have them built. So if I wanted it pre-built, it would have cost me maybe 11, 12 American. So I decided this time around I'm going to try and build it myself, which I'm not regretting, but it's it's hard. So, and that's just the armor. Never mind the flight suit, which cost about $120. Never mind the boots, which cost, what was it, $250 or so? $5K! Jeez, Katie. By the way, Katie is our Phasma in the video that you might have seen recently. Katie, I don't know if you saw the video, but I put you on the cover, Katie. You looked awesome. You looked freaking amazing. $5K! Damn, boy! So it's it does look amazing. And if Katie is an amazing person in general, and I will say this on air, but not in person, Katie. I'm kidding. You're awesome, Katie. But Katie is so talented when it comes to sewing and putting things together. So it's just like, what's the cause of the chrome? Yeah, what is the chrome plating? I thought you liked that, Katie. Katie, how did you do the chrome plating? Tell Tony more about it because I'm curious too. I should sit down one time and just talk to you about your costume. That'd be awesome. Okay, so hang on, Katie, while you're typing away. It's airbrush paint. If you didn't catch this, Tony, Aaron, our friend Aaron, Aaron, missed getting an opportunity to have a photograph with Katie in her Phasma costume. But then, so he took some pictures of him in front of mirrors and said, "Oh, I found Katie," and it was just a beautiful picture of him just in front of a mirror. And so I'm gonna continue the tradition. I'll take pictures in front of mirrors and say, "Hey, got a picture with Katie in her Phasma costume." It's like the not Vader sort of thing, the not Phasma. But but man, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so Katie, sometime between now and forever, me and Jamie were trying to do a series called Breakdowns, where we were just taking costumes, breaking it down into its pieces, just a quick synopsis of the costume. It'd be like 5 minutes tops, and like here's what the costume's made out of. Here's how much it costs if you really want to talk about that, and then quick little how to put it on. The end. It's just showing costumes and just showing the little bit of the I don't know how the sausage is made a bit, but not going into too much detail. Not making a 20-minute video of how the costume is made, but just kind of giving a synopsis of it. So my 33 step put on list. I'm confused, Katie. I don't understand what you're saying. You're confusing. You're drunk again, Katie. I don't understand. Katie, you're going to Island Fan Con, right? You're going to Island Fan Con. You have to. You have to go to Island Fan Con. You just have to. There we go. See, I didn't know Katie was a fan of power washing, or maybe I did know this. I know that I have a 38-step list. Oh, 38 steps on how to put on the damn costume. Jeez, Lord, Kate, what'd you get yourself into? I could just see it right now. Here it's 5 minutes from my house. I'm definitely going to. Okay, well there we go. We just doxed you, but perfect, awesome. Katie lives at 123 Fake Street. Well, there's a lot of streets out in that area now are called like Moonbeam and Transducent or Translucent Lane or something like that. There's no Sandy left over here. Only half talks. Hey, Kevin, how you doing, buddy? The 123 was right, but not the fake street. Or was it the fake street was right and not the 123? I can't tell. Kevin is Katie's partner. Kevin has an amazing, I'm super jealous of this, Kevin, by the way. I think I've told you this before. An amazing Captain Ethano helmet, which is like, it's just like, it's so awesome. I love the Captain Ethano character in general, and you have this helmet that looks really sweet. One of my favorite designs of a helmet. So, hang on. I just heard Kevin yell "woman" at somebody. So, oh, there we go. Are you fighting on my on my chat here? Lock in, chat. This is Wallace and Gromit. It's supposed to be nice. I hate when mom and dad fight on the chat. Oh, look at the moose head. So this is what happens to your head when you get Katie angry. Your head is mounted on a wall, just like that. See, that's Kevin's head right there, mounted on the wall. How's the dogs, by the way, Katie? How's the puppies? Sorry, puppies. I don't know why I said puppies. You only have one puppy. Maybe we're talking about Kevin, but but how'd the puppy? We'll talk later. I don't know. I'm assuming Jamie's going to Fan Expo. We talked, and it's assumed. I'm staying at Hosenose's house, Chateau Hosenose, as long as I don't anger him, because I might say something bad about a movie that he likes or something. But but I know that I'm staying at Hosenose. I think Jamie's staying at Aaron's house. I don't know if Ree's going to be coming, but Ree's with you. Awesome, she's coming. I don't know how she's getting over. Maybe I'll be driving her. Who knows? I have no problem driving Ree. Ree's awesome. Ree's my captain. Remember to salute. You have to salute Ree when you see her. That's the deal. She's our commanding officer of the Rebel Legion. So I'm the vice president. She's the president. Presidente. Oop, I missed a spot. Katie, do you play Power Washing Simulator? I can't remember if I asked you this or not. I know I asked. I know that Ree does. I think Ree does, and I know that Christine does. Jamie's partner, but I don't know if you do. Maybe it's you that does, and Ree does not. I can't remember. One of you two do. I'm trying to be nice and smooth with my motion. All we have for our SEP is there's a 10-foot backdrop with our logo and name on it, and a 12-foot painting of Vigo. Well, there you go. I think all clubs have to invest in some sort of backdrop that fits. We have a few of them. I've got one in my house right now. I'm holding on. I'm not a quartermaster, but I am holding it for quartermaster time, I guess. I don't know. Well, that takes a lot of people, right? But I have one of the backdrops with me because we had it at the Vancouver Comic and Toy Show, and I just took it with me at the Rhine. Loki duty! Loki! There you go, there's the puppy. I remember it was Loki now. It came back to me. But I like how she's polite. She's telling me she'll be right back, and like I don't know if she's gone. She could have left 1,000 times, and I wouldn't have known. It's just like I'll be right back. All of a sudden, it's like the Force is telling me, "Where's Katie? Where's Tony? They left. They didn't tell me they left." Although I do see little signs that says 3 people watching, 2 people watching. But there we go. Boom! That wall's done. That wall's done. Done. This wall's definitely not done. Oh, I missed way down here. Holy cow. Multiple cons a week, yes, but not in the same city. Going to the YARD. Don't say yard, or else the dog gets all crazy. But yeah, we do multiple cons at the same time, only because there might be one in Vancouver, one in maybe Kelowna or Kamloops, and one in Prince George. I think we did one. I think that happened May 4th or something like that. May 4th is our busiest day. We usually have like maybe 4 or 5 troops going on at the same time. I maybe not the same exact hour, but some are. Okay, for example, I did one video actually about this. I'm pushing my stuff. Oh, I can't get up here. Sorry, I'm trying to hop on that thing. I'm trying to hop on pop here. So May 4th, being Star Wars day, we have a number of not cons, but events. There we go. Number of events at the same time. I remember one year, this is where I recorded the video. We had an event at a library in North Vancouver, but at that same time there was an event in another area in North Vancouver. It was like this sort of museum library. It was a leather library in another place in North Vancouver. And then we had another event. What was it? Dang it, I can't remember. I remember having to do I was on CKNW, the local news station here in Vancouver. It's the biggest news station in Vancouver, if I want to kind of pump my own tires here. And they want to interview somebody from the 501st and talk about May the 4th, and so I had to do that. And then we had another event at the planetarium. I think there was another event at a school, and that was all the same day. And I think there was a couple other events, one in Nanaimo, I believe, and then there was another one in the interior, like in Kelowna or Kamloops or something. So, and we had more requests as well, but we can only do so many because we only have so many people. And we have over 100, maybe 120 members, I would say, roughly, in the garrison, which covers all BC. But that doesn't mean all 120 are available to troop, because these were during work hours. again, we're a volunteer group, so some people can't take the time off. But our biggest event on May 4th is typically the planetarium, the Vancouver Planetarium. It's if you ever see pictures of us in front of a metal crab, that's the planetarium. It is so much fun. It's become so popular with the crew and with the visitors. We do it every year, and the staff at the planetarium is wonderful. The people who visit, it's out in Vancouver, just near in the direction of UBC, which is a lovely place. I think it's not Kits, is it? A member now. To become a member of you guys, do you have to certain amount of events? Okay, so that's a good question. To become a member is different from the events. To become a member, you have to have a costume that is screen accurate, and it has to match the what we call the CRL. That is the Costume Reference Library. It tells you what is your costume, what it looks like, how many centimeters does this have to be from this spot, what's the diameter of this button, whatever. It has all the details of what your costume is supposed to look like and how it's supposed to fit on you as well. Because, I mean, a person who is 6'4", which is like Katie is a tall person. Katie's a very tall person. Ree, who's another good friend of ours, Ree is much smaller than Katie. If the Stormtrooper costume fits Ree, it doesn't necessarily fit Katie because they're just different heights. So just because it works for one person, it doesn't work for everybody. So not only does it have to fit a certain rule of what it's supposed to look like, but it also has to fit a certain rule for what it looks like on the person. Now, your body size and stuff doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how tall or short you are, but it should matter how it fits on you. And so there's some of the rules there. It has to have a certain look to it. And it goes through a process of judging, which is a long story, which there's a judging process and some guidance is given. And if you've ever seen Dan on my show, Dan is one of our judges for our garrison. But he also requires the help of other people from around the garrison because he doesn't know every costume. And so once you become a member, you're a member. Congratulations. And your only job is to at least attend. There's two jobs. One, attend at least one event throughout the year. So one troop. It can be a fan con. It could be donating blood for 20 minutes during an actual event that we have set. So like me and Jamie have started some events for the garrison to take part in. Sometimes events take an hour, sometimes they take all day, whatever. You have to attend one event. The other thing is you have to fill out the census. The census, and that's the tricky one for a lot of people because a lot of our members are old people like myself and we have troubles with technology. But we have to fill out a census online saying, this is my name, this is the last time I trooped, and I'm still active. And that's pretty much it. It is like 3 questions or something like that. So, yeah. It's, so you have to have a proper costume, but you do have to troop. You can't just say you're a member and not do anything. And sometimes you don't even have to do it in costume. For example, our friend Simon, his costume is so beat up right now, and he's in the process of building a new one. But he still wants to help out. Now, he can't troop in his old costumes, so he comes out as a handler. And he helps out as best as he can, taking photos, organizing, setting up, talking to people, getting them to donate money. So he may not be in costume, but he is helping out. And sometimes we have people coming out just to help as a handler. And they aren't, if you're just a handler and without costume, I don't know if that's allowed. I should look into that. And then judge off the census, or you guys have check clipboards kind of thing. It's the census is an online census. It's basically, you go onto this website and you just click some buttons and say, this is my name, this is where I live, my last time I trooped with this. That's pretty much it. I might be missing one small thing, but that's pretty much it. Oh, and your TK number, which is your ID number. But, and then that's it. It's not up to the 501st to check. We are GML, which is, again, Dan. Dan does the checking. Now, one of the things, it is an honor system for a lot of the time, but and for some garrisons, you have to rely a bit on that. Our garrison's not as big, and so for myself, I've been to nearly, when it comes to the Vancouver, Lower Mainland, and Island troops, I've been to pretty much 90% of them, which is a lot. I just realized as I said that. But so I'm kind of aware of who's at these events. So one of the things that our XO does, which is our dear Shannon and Emily, but Shannon mostly in this case, Shannon likes to keep track of who attended what event. So she has kind of you mentioned a checklist. She has a checklist of what was the event, how much did we raise, who attended, and maybe some other things like some contact information or something like that in case something was needed. And now I've been helping Shannon with that because I've been attending so many events that it saves Shannon some time. So she's not saying, okay, who went to this event? Because people sign up for an event. There's a roster. It says, okay, this event's happening in Vancouver. It's the Vancouver Comic and Toy Show. Who would like to go? And people put their name in. It says, yeah, me. Good, great. We got 12 people going. And like clockwork, a lot of people have to back out because, life events, they change their minds, they got babysitting, whatever it could be. A number of reasons. They forgot, which has happened. I've forgotten one of my troops one time. It was a midnight troop, and I got the wrong midnight. And Katie and Kevin probably know exactly which one that is. If it's at a midnight troop, they know exactly which one it is. We use Airtable. I'm not your guy to talk about systems that work best. I could. I know that Airtable has been something I've been trying to learn about, and I've kind of figured out for the most part. But I've been able to keep track of, okay, who's here. One of the cool things about being PR, I'm also public relations officer for both Outer Rim Garrison and Rebel Legion, is I take a lot of the pictures. And so whenever somebody's at, Airtable's some sort of online thing. It's all one word, but check into it. Maybe it'll work. Again, I'm not sure. I wish I had a better answer. There's a lot more people who are more knowledgeable about organizing and online stuff like that. And I'm just not one of those people, sadly. I'm old. I'm old and feeble, and just give me like you said, a clipboard and a pencil. I'm happy. But but that's the Airtable seems to be the way. So what was I saying? So as PR, I take a lot of photographs. I make sure I get everybody in, not just of the bad guys and the good guys, but sometimes we have Mando Mercs. So the Mandalorians show up. It's usually Lee Aaron, the amazing Lee Aaron, and she shows up in her Mando, and I try to get pictures of her so her group can grab a few shots and advertise it as well. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of scanning the floor and seeing what I can do. So what you've been doing for the last two cons is just trying to keep track of who's been going. It really is helpful to have some sort of system. It really is. And the way we roster for our events is through the we have a God, why am I blanking what it's called? The forums. Again, I suck when it comes to the forums. I just know to hit the roster button, the register button, and then know if I can't make it, just deregister. There's a calendar that I use, but it is quite useful to have some central system. But use whatever system that works best for you. I mean, I'm not technically savvy, but I like an Excel spreadsheet. And if Excel works for me when I run my road hockey tournament, and I just keep track of people there. It takes me a little more time, and I know there's easier ways of doing it, but it works for me until somebody decides that they can teach me a better way. As an educator, I am always exposed to new systems and new ways of documenting this and keeping track of that, and it's gone with it a year, and then all of a sudden someone's talked to the school district and say, hey, we've got this new system that's great for keeping track of this and that and scores, and it only costs you this much. Oh, fantastic. Wait a year, it's replaced by another one. So it was a I think I should have got into that business, just trying to convince the school district to buy a system rather than be in the school district and use the system. Ooh, I love this. I don't know, Katie, if you like this, but I love it when they come in sections. I can clean sections off. Supposed to have 10 people and like 90% backed out. Oh my God, yeah. It's frustrating, eh? The commitment issues. You can't plan on maybes. I can't plan on I don't knows. And it's disappointing because you advertise. It's extremely frustrating and hard because you advertise, you commit to people that you talk to, say, hey, we'd really like you Ghostbusters to come out here, and you can't cancel the event, but all of a sudden you don't want to be that. And I know you'll understand this reference, Tony. You don't want to be one of those events where you're showing up at a birthday party like Ray and Winston, and the kids are like, I want He-Man. This is bogus. Boo. You know, it's just like, it's disappointing, and it's disappointing for the adults who expect some sort of professionalism. It's volunteer. It's just a bunch of guys in a costume, but you have to be professional. You have to be courteous, and you make a commitment. You stick to it. As who is it? It was dang it! It was in that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, Jingle All the Way. Always keep your promises. You know, just as Jake Lloyd would say, always keep your promises. Sometimes adults are the worst at that. And you don't want to get too mad because sometimes they're legit reasons. Sick. Taking care of family. Like you got a kid. All of a sudden, you know, your babysitter backed out, or your ex-wife or ex-husband backed out, and they can't take care. And those are legit reasons. You can't stop those things. But man, oh man, oh man. Sometimes I feel that 90% of those 90% of people that back out could have made it, and it was preventable. Something was preventable, I always feel. Just knowing how people work nowadays. Yeah, I hate canceling I hate canceling on troops. I hate canceling on get-togethers. I think it's a lot easier nowadays. People can just message and say, oh, I'm not feeling good. I'm not going to be able to make it. And I have been guilty of that. I have to admit, I have been guilty of that. And, but at the same time, it's just like, time is valuable. If you can't invest that time, don't say you're going to, don't tell me you're going to give me that time, that sort of thing. So I don't need maybes. So call me maybe. There's your CanCon right there. Some people tell me that I know a lot of the old farts like myself always say that the younger generation, I don't know if they're talking millennial or Zeds or alphas or betas or whatever you call them. I don't know if it's that, if they say it's a younger generation thing, but the idea of keeping a commitment and is not there. The idea of just it's okay to back out the last minute is acceptable, and it is frustrating, and it's a shame to see sometimes. Like, I see so many absences at my school, and ever since COVID, we're a lot more conscious of our health, a lot more conscious of the people that we stay around. Oh my God, Katie's talking about COVID, just like probably that. See, from once because it might have been COVID, still feel like it's the right choice. Sickness is different. I think a lot of people, when COVID happened, we were a lot more aware of our surroundings, our health situation, and how the people who we will come in contact with will be affected. I don't want to get these people sick. And that's out of respect. Like, I was sick as a dog for the last week and a half. And the old-fashioned part of me says, I got to go to work. You go to work whether you're sick or not. Heck, it was these kids that probably got me sick. And I need to work. And then it was like, but this place will run without you. Everything will happen without you. But then a part of me is like, yeah, but I made a commitment to go to work, and I only have so many sick days, and I don't want the boss to get mad at me and stuff. And the boss is telling me, go home. You're sick. You're gonna get other people sick. And it's just like, you're right, you're right, you're right, and you're just trying to find all those balances in trying to balance commitment with the safety of others, with your own personal sanity. I love what it's all these kids and their abbreviations. WFH for that. I love. Oof, oh my God, Katie! I don't know abbreviations. I'm old. WFH for that reason. I'm not making any. I'm not making anyone miserable, but Kevin. Working from home. Thank you, Katie. You kids and your lingo. Katie's like Generation Alpha, I think. Is that's right? Right, Katie, you're Generation Alpha. Is that the generation you belong to? Adulting sucks. I know. I just pissed off Katie. It's making me laugh harder just thinking about it. And the longer I laugh, the more it frustrates Katie. Yeah, you say LMFAO, but you're not really laughing on the floor, laughing your ass off. You're just sitting there. It's a quiet little as you text that. You kids, you're millennial. That's right. That's right. You millennials. So Tony, hang on. I never asked you this, Tony. Are you millennial? Are you Generation X? Like what generation are you? I assumed you're Generation X, but only because just because you watched the show. Not based on anything else except for the fact that only old people and Katie watch the show, and I don't even think Katie watches the show, and that's okay. I don't hate you for it, Katie. My mother didn't watch the show. But 1985. I was born in 1972. I tell my students I was born in the 50s, though. They don't know any better. Oh, look at this, Katie. I don't know if you like Wallace and Gromit, but there's a lot of hidden Easter eggs here. I'm going to clean this one off for you here. Oh, look at this. I feel like I'm Gen X, but I think I'm classified as millennial. Yeah, I find that I have a lot in common with millennials. I find I have a lot in common. The fact that I don't own my own house, for one. Although Katie's got her own place, so I shouldn't say that too much. Oh, look at that Wallace Knitomatic. Lovely. But she's got a dual income happening there. I'm a basement dweller. You have a house too? Awesome. Yeah, I had one. I used to have a house. That was interesting. Then I got divorced. So there goes that. Say goodbye to the house, kids. My house. There we go. You're married? I haven't even asked you that, Tony. Are you married, kids? Yeah, okay, divorce will definitely do that. How many years you married, Tony? Dinkwad is the abbreviation. I remember Dink, but I don't. The Wads knew. That's interesting. Dinkwad. I remember Dinks. Double income, no kids, and dog. That's brilliant, Katie. I love that. Oh, good luck. Good luck, Tony. It took us a while to have kids ourselves. We did the in vitro process, and totally happy it happened. So we nearly had twins, as in vitro will do that. But let's see here. Sorry, I missed one here. Trying to get married 2021. There you go. So you're like a newlywed. I just realized. Katie's a newlywed too. Katie just recently got married. tied Kevin down. It was a great ventriloquist show. It was just like, do you? Yes. Do you? Yes. All right. Congratulations. You're married. And Kevin was like, beautiful, beautiful ceremony. It was wonderful. And then she whipped out the Phasma, and it was go time. I'm just making up shit about Katie. This is going to be the new show. Katie comes on and just make up stupid shit about her just to piss her off. So when we finally meet, she beats the shit out of me on live TV. Together for 15 years. Yeah, you guys have actually been together for quite a while. That heart is a loaded heart. That little emoji there or icon there you gave me is a loaded. Actually, Kate, remind me again. Anil was your teacher at one point. Is that correct? Anil was your high school teacher. I remember this was a case, right? Anil, the old one of our old elbows up. Yes, high school. Yeah. So Anil, our past co-host of the Generation X podcast, he was on our show just yesterday. Actually, he came on for next week's episode where we talk about cons and conventions. It was awesome to have him back again for an episode. Yeah, he taught Katie art. So there's kind of like a 7 degrees. Just call him Mr. Sharma. Mr. Sharma. Mr. Sharma. Mr. Sharma. Mr. Sharma. There we go. Yeah, so it's a small world. I can't remember the first time we met, Kate. Help me out. When was the first time we met? I don't remember when it was. You think maybe it was he was the cool teacher. He still is. He's always the cool teacher. I don't remember the first time we met. I'm wondering if it was just Fan Expo or no, sorry, C4. I'm thinking it was just C4 when I my first troop or something like that. But then again, I think you were living in Vancouver beforehand. So, oh, you know what? Maybe it was Fan Expo when I was volunteering. I think I was volunteering, and I was trying to do one of the episodes, and yeah, I think that was it. I remember interviewing you, interviewing Emily, interviewing a whole bunch of people. I remember interviewing Ryan in his black trooper costume. Yeah, Jamie's like Rain Man some days. I don't know. He remembers all this stuff. He's like Rain Man, and I'm like the lady from Batteries Not Included, like Jessica Tandy from there. Are you my grandson? Bobby! Excuse me, apologize. There we go. I'm not paying attention. I'm doing a lackluster job of power washing today. I'm just not paying attention. I'm distracted by wonderful conversation with myself in my room. What time is it, by the way? It's 6:30. Okay, I got some time before I have to pick up Scott from his birthday party. All right. Just clean. It's the best way to do it. Yes, it is. Oh, this is totally not clean. There we are. Yeah, so Tony, we were telling you, we were teasing you about something happening with Ready to Believe. It's still can't tell you, but I can tell you papers were signed. That's how big this is. Papers were signed. Contracts were signed. If you can believe it. So we're looking forward to that. Oh man, I missed a spot up there. Oh man, you're just figments of my imagination. I'm just talking to myself in a room. I'm like a 90-year-old person who's just talking to myself and being fed prune juice. Give it a couple years. I guess it'll happen. Maybe that's what I want to do when I get 90 years old. Scott will put me in an old folks home in front of like a Twitch stream, and I'll just be there, kind of playing old retro games and talking to nobody. Smash that like button. Okay, lock it in, chat. Get your prune juice ready. We got the rainbow level again. We're doing power washing again for the 13th millionth time. It is a great way to check on me. How's Mr. Williams doing in room 476? I don't know. Turn on Twitch. No, he's still there. All right, yeah, he's good. He's good. He's got any viewers yet? No, no viewers. He thinks he thinks he's at 1 million right now, but no. You know about the old days. In my day, we didn't name children Katie. Katie was the devil's name. You named your child Katie. You gave him no help, no future. No future whatsoever. He'd be working from home, wearing mirrors all the time. I'm kidding, Katie. Oh my God, you know I'm kidding. Back down, Katie. Elbows up. No idea what I'm talking about anymore. I'm just lashing out. All right, what am I doing here? What do I want to leave for last? I think I'm going to go up there. I'm going to climb up top there. So when do we hear more about this mystery? Oh, hopefully soon. I think we're going to try and record a video on spring break. I think that's the goal. What? Humor in this day and age? Oh, that sounds like a boomer thing. Yeah, nobody takes a joke anymore. You say one misogynist thing, you're in trouble. Ooh. Oh, spring break. For me, spring break is in 1 freaking week. I got 5 more work days. Oh my God, I'm counting the seconds. But yes, spring breaks, and then my time is freed up to actually meet up with Jamie and do stuff and take some time and work on things. So yeah, but whether we get a video out by then, I don't know. We can't say anything just yet, just because we have to finalize some things. It's a cool thing. It's not like a huge deal. It's not like we're getting like sponsorship from like some sort of NordVPN or some silly thing like that. But it is kind of a cool thing to open up our horizons and kind of get in contact. And it's a nice little feather in the cap. So I'm really looking forward to sharing it, and yeah, and it is Ghostbuster related, so that much we can say. Yeah. Get sponsorship from NordVPN or some sort of like what's those breakfast cereals that you see on the videos all the time? Magic Spoon. Get Magic Spoon advertised. I do Magic Spoon, totally. I don't know if I do NordVPN because I don't know anything about technology. You don't want to trust me with anything technologically related. Oh, if Rob says this is good, I'm avoiding it at all costs. But sponsorship for Tony. You won't get a real job. What do you mean by that? It's like a Pinocchio job? I want to be a real job. I have a real job. I'm a man. I pay taxes. I vote. I used to have a mortgage. I'm a man, damn it. You know, lately, this is weird. I've been exhausted with work. I like my job. I like what I do, but I donate for a living. I I do art. Sorry, I do art for a living. Awesome. Like what type of art? Painting portraits, nude ladies on a sinking ship. Makeup art. Oh my God, that's so cool. So, are you familiar with the Blanche McDonald School here in Vancouver? I'm so sorry. I don't remember. I apologize, Tony. When my brain's so smooth, things slide off at times. Yeah, yeah. So Blanche McDonald's a well-known school here in Vancouver. I've got a friend that does makeup, has been there, teaches there. We've had her on the show like years ago. I just ran into her at the Fan Expo. Leanne Potvin. And so I went to high school with her, and she did a lot of work on X-Files. And yeah, so I mean that's whenever I hear makeup artist, that's I always think of Leanne, and because I know she's an amazing artist, and I know that Vancouver is chock full of people who love doing makeup art. So what's your specialty of makeup art again? Is it like kind of zombie sort of scary stuff? Is it like I don't know why I better stop talking because I don't know any other genres of makeup art. It could be I'm assuming it could be as simple as making something look presentable on video to severing someone's arm off. That's really cool. And have you worked on anything lately? Prosthetics and FX work, nice. Could you sever my arm and make it look like it's real? Creature creation, very cool. Favorite creature? What's your favorite creature? That's what I want to know. I like Star Wars creatures, a lot of the aliens. I can't non-alien creatures. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite creature. I'm trying to think of some stuff. I know a lot of people love Alien because of the design and stuff. Katie, you didn't dabble in anything like that, did you? I know you did a lot of sewing work and stuff, but I don't think you dabbled in that sort of thing, did you? I'm trying to think of who on our friends do that sort of stuff. In our school, we vampire films. Oh, so you do? Are you like the sparkly look of vampires? Is that what you're saying? Sparkly vampires, like in Twilight. I just throw glitter at them, wrap them in. Sorry, put a coat of Nivea on them, throw some glitter, and send them outside. There you go, folks. Your makeup's done. There we go. I'm trying to think. We in our school we do a thing called Genius Hour, where kids get to explore something they like to do. Go get vamped. And so they do things that kids like are interested in. And one of the things that's offered is makeup. Movie effects makeup. And the kids love making bruises and cuts. Worked on the strand that was in. Sorry. Worked on the strand. Sorry, I don't know what that is. Sorry. They do makeup like this one kid I remember put this fake playing card in their arm. It was really cool, and they're just looked like all these cuts and bruises. Whoa, my goodness! Why I just launched myself there? Oh, hang on. So there we go. I'm having troubles with this pipe for some reason. I don't know why. Having troubles with the pipe. I gotta get off the pipe. It'll kill you. Strain. Oh, is that? I've never heard that show. Just by the name of it, though, I can assume there's a lot of like gory disease style work that needs to be done. Whoops, let's go over here. Whoop. I like this has ledges. There we go. Tony, is your wife involved in makeup art as well? Oh, okay. Okay, I'll check that out. Is your wife a makeup artist as well? Did you meet on the job? Or is she do something completely different without having to dox yourself, obviously? There we go. Pharmacists. Oh man, that is hard work. I used to know a couple pharmacists, and oh my god, that's the responsibility I could not handle. Just handling someone's drugs and responsibilities of that is just like, oh. So kudos to her for that. What does that say up there? What does it say? Air dry, or is it aero dry? Now, there we go. Boom. Oh, whoa. Got the wiggle out there. She's of course she's got all the drugs and knows where to get them. Yeah, I did. My high school sweetheart went into it was into pharmacy as well. So I think she's still involved in that. When I dated her sister about 20 years later. But yeah, so yeah, that's a lot of respect for pharmacists for sure. Okay, let's see here. We're almost there. I'm 87% done. I'm going to try and go a little faster here. So there we go. Bada-bing, bada-bing. So okay, so Tony, here's a question. How'd you get involved in the Ghostbusters then? And if you told me, again, I apologize. I don't remember. The Wallace's Knit-O-Matic. I can turn this on. Look at this, Katie. You can turn it all on. You can turn all these things on. It's so cool. Dee, 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 dee. Look at this. You can clean it while it's working. It's so cute. Oh, smartest woman you know. Aw, that's so cute.
That's true love right there.
She had to be smart. She married you. There you go. See how I did that? Okay, I can't seem to get it while it's moving. Oh, well, it's a good thing I stopped it. There we go. Thank you. That helps. Big time help. Big time. Katie, what are you doing today? You must be really bored if you're tuning in to watch me power wash. By the way, I'm going to tell Steve Hosnose that you watch me power wash a little bit here, because he doesn't think anybody ever watches me except for Tony. So, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I get people watching. The best damn show in town right here, this power washing. There we go. Do you have this update? It was about $11 Canadian. A little pricey, I got to be honest, but I like Wallace and Gromit, so I'm in for a penny, in for a pound at this point. I know that Jamie and the gang and Ree are always playing what do you call it, Helldivers, and that's just not my thing. It's not my bag, man. It might go on sale if you give it a little time, if you're in no hurry. I know that Shrek went on sale not too long after I had already purchased it, but Look at this. You can jump in too. Oh, ah, oh, ah. Uh, all right, so we joined Toronto, rule this long way. So we said we'd all live next to each other. Oh, that's awesome. There you go. So you just kind of you found your tribe and you just kind of started doing so. How long you been doing it then? Did you make your own did you make your own pack? There we go. 3 months. Oh, that's you guys are youngins. That's awesome. Young pups. There you go. Official 1 month. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. There we are. Katie didn't answer my question why she's watching me live stream this here. Katie must be extremely bored. She hates my guts on the best of times. She's plotting against me. She's looking over. She's actually outside my window right now, ready to jump in, elbows up, and just kind of throw down. There we go. I was thinking of wearing Rees to the Fan Expo. I haven't decided yet or not. Though I might wear Rees to the Vancouver Comic Show because it's a smaller event. I need to take it in. It's a little bit too big and the shoulders are still a little bit droopy, and I want to try and pump up the shoulders a little bit somehow, some way. It's good, but it could be better. Oh, look at this. She's hate watching. There. So hang on, Katie. Did it get officially approved? I can't remember. I don't know if Dan did. I don't think Dan sent me anything saying if your FASM have been approved or not. Because I usually put out the red carpet for those people who have been approved or moved in. Because I know we got 2 new members that have moved into our area, like one past member and then 1 new member. But they were at the Fan Expo a couple weeks ago. One was the Scout Trooper, something Powers, and then there was the other guy. I think it's Matthew Bowie or so. I think he's a Scout as well. There we go. There we go. There we go. The floor's done. Almost done. I think I was going to start saying this, but I got distracted. But lately I've been watching a lot of like just short videos and stuff. I've been obsessed with watching candy getting made. Just these hard candies. It just goes on the slab. They put the color in. They fold it over. And then they just kind of like stretch it on the rack or the hook. Okay, stop this. And then just watching all that happen. And I'm like, I want to make candy. I want to quit my job and make candy for a living. Knowing me, I'll probably get my hand stuck in it and boil it to death. But still, it looks like fun. I know it's a lot of hard work, and it'll show you all the ugly sides of the job if there is any. It's candy. I mean, diabetes or something. But I mean, it's just like, oh man, just watching all this candy get made and just kind of slow the pace down. I always bug my buddy Dan. Dan works for the BC Ferries, one of the major ferry ways to travel here in BC to get to the Vancouver Island and other islands nearby. I love the ferries. I love traveling the ferries. I love waiting for the ferries. I love everything about the ferries, to be honest with you. I know that's weird. Oh my God, yeah, just can you imagine third-degree burns? And it's the worst one where it just sticks to you because it's all is just like molten lava. But anyways, like the ferries, I just love the ferries, and that's really weird for a lot of people because the ferries can be a source of frustration for a lot of people. Oh, how it's made! It's great. Isn't that great? Oh, look at the dopamine ding, 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 ding. But I always joke to Dan that I want to quit my job and work for the ferries full time. Just ride the ferries back and forth and line them up on into lanes, and just put them in lanes, get them on the boat, make sure they're just like couple inches away from the car in front of them, move on to the next one. That's all I want to do. And then ride for a couple hours, do some maintenance checks, make sure the boat's running well, or as much as I can that I'm qualified to, and then do it all over again. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's the life for me. But then I realized, Dan reminded me, yeah, but you have to talk to people. It does sound kind of fun until you realize that you have to talk to people. And then my years of customer service in my 20s has taught me that I don't like talking to people. I don't. Well, not a lot of people. Some people are great. Kevin says I want to be a pirate. I could do that too. Arr, get your car moving. You should be about 3 inches to the car in front of you. No, the white spot is closed today. No, you can't hang around it downstairs. You gotta go up aboard. I'll make you walk the plank. Well, you put a leash on your dog. Oh, I'm sorry, that's your wife. Well, that's embarrassing. Yeah, I teach. I like teaching. I like teaching. I like kids, but there's some days it's just like I feel the kids have a chance. Yeah, they're doing some stupid things some days. They're doing some goofy things. But, they have a chance to grow and mature and learn from their mistakes. It's the adults that I'm concerned about. You had your chance. You were given plenty of opportunity to learn. I'm not playing on Steam. I'm only on YouTube. I don't know how Steam works because I'm old. And they got like 17 commercials every time. And I don't know how to log into my Steam account. It's sad because it's true. But yeah, we're trying to figure that out. And but YouTube seems to be easier for me. I don't know. I think maybe Steam would probably get more exposure. I'm guessing. I should try it one time. I don't like watching Steam because it's just like all of a sudden you go for commercial break, like 3 minutes worth of commercials and 7 different products are flowing in your face. It's a pain in the ass. But yeah, it's just like I've seen people on I don't I don't I don't know if Tony's making a joke about Steam or I misunderstood the question. I thought you were talking about some other type of Steam. And I'm starting to question my sanity at this point. Are we talking about the gaming streaming system? Because I'm just starting. It was okay. Thank God. I thought I was going senile. The last thing I need is Katie to be witness of my senility. I knew I'd be there. I knew I'd see it in person. I was waiting for this moment. We can now officially throw him in the old folks' home. Somehow you got executive rights to my will. I don't know how it worked out. You caught me at a weak moment. Oh, it's funny because it's true. See, Kay, this is why I don't smoke. This is why I don't do drugs or drink alcohol. I have enough troubles with reality as it is. I don't need to be inebriated. Okay, how's this looking here? Okay, that's clean. This is look, this is gonna be a bit of a challenge. Just hold it in one place. Like, there we go. Look at that. That's so much fun. I like how colorful the mess is too. My son lately has been. I just did a complete topic change. My son lately has been into Disney movies, which is really cool. And we've been kind of sitting down and watching Disney movies. And I'm not a huge Disney movie fan anymore. I used to work for Disney Store. I've kind of gotten the the imprinting chip out of my head once I left. It took me years to get over it. But it's just like we're spending time sitting with each other watching these movies. And man, like we watched Turning Red, which I've seen before, but it has been a while. We watched Soul again. I've seen that, but I don't remember much of it until just recently. And now we're watching Coco, which I've never seen, but that's more connected toward my son's heritage. And it's just like they're powerful movies. I forget how powerful these movies are. Pixar movies really are well written and don't talk down to kids. And it's just like they're so good. I am playing on a PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5. I'm walking along a pipe here by the looks of it. Yeah, it's been fantastic bonding with my son and fantastic just kind of like the writing and style. It gets me verklempt nearly every episode, and it's just like, wow, it's so well written. And kind of digging it. I'm just happy just being... You can't join? Is it not cross platform? I was going to say cross curricular, my teacher, but is it not cross platform? Yeah, I remember asking you one time if you were what system you had, and you said Xbox, and I said good, I'll get the PlayStation, and I remember having that discussion, but I'm just kidding. What time are you going to be there? 8? Oh, great. I'll be there at 9 and avoid you. Katie, you thinking of hosting people for Fan Expo again? No, or for on FanCon? No pressure. I was just curious. Just curious. That was a lot of work you two put together. But you have a PS5, don't you? You just said... Hang on, what'd you say? PS5 and PS4 are the only two that can't. What? Bollocks. Thanks, PS5. What a load of frijoles. Okay. Okay, I think I have to get in from this angle here. So, Katie, a question for you. Hang on. I don't think so. We're having lots of house guests again. Oh, awesome. That's good. Who's coming to your place? I guess Ree, obviously. And 12 dogs again like last year? Weren't you dog sitting last year? Oh, nice. That's awesome. What do they vend? There we go. Oh, there we go. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Katie, when you play this game, what's your strategy? What is it that you like to do? Do you have a system? Do you have a plan? Do you have a method that you on how you clean things? Like for me, typically, I like to do the walls and the floor first, and then the roof, and then I like to do these little things last or so. But do you have a system of attack when you do your... Oh, there you go. Thank you. When you clean these things. There we go. Oh yeah, ding ding, those dopamine dings. Yeah, boy. Yeah, it's all about the replay, isn't it? It's all about that replay. I'm very conscious of that like 5 second replay that happens. Sometimes I go in a spiral just to see what it looks like. And usually when I do the walls and floor, it tends to have that sort of effect. All about that replay. Kind of wish it was a little longer, the replay, where I can replay it or record it or something like that. Hang on. I can't seem to get in there. Like, I don't know why they bothered trying to sell like gloves or suits because you don't see it. I'm not seeing the except in the replay, and I'm not even looking at myself. I'm looking at just the cleaning of it, right? There we go. Look at this. There we are. Get this clean stuff. I'm loving how they extended the time for. You can adjust the time for the dirt, so you can adjust the color as well. Oh wow, it's blinding. Okay, is that everything here? Is that everything? I think that's everything. I'll go back to that in a second here. I have a feeling I missed a bit. Okay, let's clean this bad boy. Do you rush through it? There's times I just rush right through it just because I just want, oh, wow. This is my favorite part. Listen to this. Oh, yeah, baby. That dopamine ding. So he gets to see my insane colors. Oh, the family that power washes together stays together. Does Kevin wash differently from you, and does it tick you off, or does it tick him off? Come on, get up there. Get up there. Mer. Some days I take my time, and some days I just power wash through it. You know, yeah, you see what I said there? There we go. Yeah, Jamie won't budge. I think Hose Nose did this game one time, and then he watched me play it one time, and then he was just like, "Yeah, no, he takes too long." So you want to get the job done? Yeah, punny. I actually am not a fan of puns. I don't know why I said that. I'm actually quite embarrassed I did that. I'm ashamed of myself. I hate dad jokes. There we go. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. 90%. What's going on here? Why can't it? There you go. Thank you. Oh, I see. Look at all those gaps up there. I can see it way up there. Up there. Come on. Get in there. Get in there. There you go. Okay, I'm leaving that little round thing to last. I wasn't intentional, but it sounds like it's what it is. Go sit in the corner and think of what you've done. I'm a bad little boy. Oh boy, I missed a lot. Like, look at the workbench cabinet doors. Workbench cabinet doors. Oh, it's you. Okay, that's done. The wall lights. Okay, I didn't even think about the boy. I missed a lot of stuff. I was so distracted. That's one, and there's one more. So, sidebar: Scott had Little Caesar's Crazy Bread yesterday, and the smell's still in the house. The Parmesan and butter. Normally it's not so bad, but when it just sticks there. Oh my God! I forgot this thing. I'm doing this one last. I'm gonna do this little thing last. It's a great conversation. Snoozatron start lever. So what's the Snoozatron? Oh, that's you. Did I miss this whole thing? There we go. Done. All right. Go up the list here. This Trump arm glove. There's a glove on this thing? Oh, it's over here. Oh, it's in between the fingers. Okay, well, now I know. All right. The nitomatic plaque or plague. The nitomatic. That is. Oh, you. Apparently I missed you. There's another game I've been curious about, but I don't think I want to dive too deep into it, and that's Supermarket Simulator. You just buy stuff and for the supermarket, and you open up, expand the store, expand your brands. It looks like a lot of fun, but I think I could spend too long on that and just get obsessed about that, like I am with this. The Nitomatic dye refill cap. Oh, it's right here. Thank you. Around. There we are. Come on. Yeah, I see. I had a feeling either you or Kevin would have played that one. It seems like a pop. I've seen the Game Grumps play it, and most of the time I'm just enjoying the conversation that they're having more than the what they're doing, and I'm kind of keeping that in mind. Die barrels. I missed one. All right, Ray. Yeah, yeah, excellent. Yeah, yeah. My Palpatine impression. Him getting up from bed. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ugh. Him struggling to tie his robe. Yeah, 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 yeah. Drawing board lights. What the fuck am I doing? Do it. Do it. Where's the? uh, I'm only doing that because I remember listening to the Game Grumps talking about that, and they were talking about Emperor Palpatine stemming, and it was stimming, sorry, and it was just him going, yeah, yeah, yeah. It was like 5 minutes of that, and I was in tears laughing. He's just trying to do things, and he's just making all these noise. I can't find the boxes. I'm looking for the boxes. Where is it? Oh, did I not select it? Crates, one of three. Oh, it is you guys. Oh, wow, I missed that. Do it. All right, and one more crate. Where are you? Oh, is it all these crates? Oh, right, fine. Oh boy, I did miss that, didn't I? Wow, I missed a whole giant spot here. Nice job, Rob. Costume rack, cargo boxes. That's okay. That's the bully proof thing. Basement wooden base supports. Wooden base supports. Oh, there you go. Thank you. I love how it flashes. I can bet it's right there, isn't it? I can't get in there. Where's that ladder? The best thing about this game is you can go right across the room. You can grab a ladder and just stick it there. No matter where you are in the room, you can just grab it from the other end. All right. All right, grab a ladder. Stick it on. Come on. Climb up the ladder. There we go. That's done. All right. It's basement upper walls. I missed one. Is it the one right next to? Take a step back. Basement upper walls. Oh, it's over there. Wow, it's the main entrance. I totally missed that. That's where I first started. How did I miss you? Oh, I can see the doorknob too. What a doorknob. Okay, doorknob's done. There we go. That's done. I'm focused now. I'm hyper focused on my basement wall rims. So I gotta clean this rim job here. I'm mature. Okay. I just thought I saw it over here. Where is it? Where are you? The rims. Am I even looking at the right thing? Is that a rim? Yeah, it's basement wall rim. Right over here. Over here. Oh, it's over here. I walked right past it. No, not there. Oh, I see it right there. Boom. All right. Let's go to the top here, I guess. AutoKnit, no, the AutoKnit flywheel hub. Okay, I know about those. That's okay. Auto wash control body. By the stairs. Too late. I found it, Katie. Thank you for nothing. Now I'm focused. Auto wash control body. Auto wash control body. Oh boy, I missed that one, didn't I? Oh, look at that. Look at these stains. It's in the stairs. Oh, that was something else. Don't go in there. There's a killer there. All right. Sorry, Kate. I didn't mean to yell at you. Yes, I did. Auto wash control panel. There. Use your hate. Strike me down. Auto wash fresh water pipe. Oh boy, I thought I got you. I thought I got you. Oh, I thought I got you. Ah, all right. The auto wash hydraulic arms. Am I sitting in here? It's one of these things. Oh, this one. Hello. Hello. Oh boy. How did I miss these things? What a mess. How embarrassing. I think there's more here. There we go. Okay, I know. I'm leaving that one for last. I'm leaving this punching bag thing for last. I gotta do the flight. Oh. Boy, I did miss everything here. There we go. Oh, still more. I guess the other side then, eh? I love that there's no fall damage, and I can run forever. Just jump from high buildings and not get hurt. There we go. Can I do this? Let's try it. Yeah! Look at that. Superman. Do, 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 do. Hercules. Basement moose head. Oh, I thought I watched Katie. The next update there, adding fall damage. Oh, jeez. Oh, don't tell me that. I thought I cleaned Katie's head here. Oh, there, do it. Maybe it's on the top. Okay. Need a running start for this. Yeah! I almost did it. Yeah! Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so... You gotta clean behind your ears here, Katie. Look at this mess. Whoa, that there moose head is a right messy. Okay, we got that. I think that's everything except for the things I'm purposely leaving out right now. All right, flywheel. Pretty fly for a white guy. Unos, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, cinco, seis. You wouldn't get that joke, Katie. You're too young to understand that song. Give it to me, baby. Uh-huh, uh-huh. It's moving too fast. I gotta stop this. Do neither of you guys know that song? Is that song too old for you? Give it to me, baby. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Name that band. Believe in blah, blah, blah. That's not the same band, is it? No. Gotta keep them separated. There you go. Offspring. They're like a guilty pleasure of mine. So good. Whoa! Come on and play. You saw them live? Oh, that's awesome. I don't go to many concerts. That would have been a good one, though. For a rabbi, they fly for a rabbi. I feel like that's a Weird Al Yankovic version. There we go. Boy, this one's a mess. I gotta try and use this one. Hey, Kay, do you have this three-pronged, like this trident cleaner? This is like the best cleaner in the biz. Oh, it is a Weird Al Yankovic song. Oh, now I gotta check it out. I haven't kept up with my Weird Al lately. Oh, thank you. That helps. Oh, there you go. So you get this that's awesome, Katie. You get this trident by completing the last level, that Pyramid Atlantis style level. But I didn't know you get it until I was halfway done the whole thing. I was doing it with this yellow one, and it was just like it was fine, but it was like this is a long level. And then I find out this was in my inventory. I'm like, where'd this come from? And it was cleaning things so well. Now it just cleans almost every level you get this. I kind of wish it would have it in that mini golf level. The mini golf, I really like the mini golf setup, but you don't get you're not allowed to use this trident, which is kind of frustrating. So you're kind of stuck with the yellow at the best, the yellow spray. Come on, come on, come on. Let it run for a bit. Yes. So you got a heavily modded HasLab pack, and then I have two in the box. Two in the box, ready to go. They be fast. We be fast and they be slow. There you go. I almost screwed it up. Almost screwed up. Almost kicked me out of the club. Is this not clean yet? Oh, it is clean already. What's what? Oh, this is not though. I'm stuck on the ladder. That's clean, 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 clean. Not clean, 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 clean. Make the flywheels. Done. Very fly. All right, so I think everyone's welcome in the club. All right. This is next. You get a ghost and you get a ghost. Thank you, Oprah. All right, rack done. What's left here? The bulletproof vest arm, boxing glove. Okay, this could actually go quick. All right, we're almost here, and then it'll be time for Katie's favorite part and my favorite part, the instant replay. I feel like a woman. Yeah, 3 left. 2 left. One left. Bulletproof vest mannequin. So it's just this thing? What am I missing here? Isn't it? Oh, it's the thing inside. Oh, interesting. Sandblast it. That'd be kind of cool. So the mannequin inside. Is it underneath? Oh, there it is. I get the trophy. All knitted up. All right, ready, Katie? Here it is. I'm going to go up here. I know you don't see it from this angle. Maybe you do. Let's see how it goes. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's not as organized as I typically do it, but man, it looks good. Oh, the floor looks great. Then it's just me going all over the place. Yay!
By heck, it's a brand new basement, Gromit. Our new contraption's a washing wonder.
It's a bit of British, bit of Australian. Go, go, go.
Tell you what, with Knitomatic, with all lovely and gleaming, let's take it for a spin, shall we? New socks all around. Hey, old pal?
All right, so what is next level? I'm going to call it quits here, but I'm curious what the next level is. Wallace and Gromit's vehicles. I'd say lovely day out there, Gromit. Let's take a look here and see what it is. We're not going to do it today. Do it for another recording. But, oh, get to clean this car too. All right, so I get to clean the car. Get to clean the plane. I have to do the pants first. That's what the other trophy was. So I have to do the trousers. It's the wrong trousers, Gromit. And then this thing here. Awesome. So this is like a vehicle level. It's the wrong trousers, Gromit. Can I move anything? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, look at that. Go up the ladder. Into the neighbor's backyard. Almost. And then this truck here, which I'm going to do a smiley face on. Right here. Boop. Boop. Yep. That's a smiley face. And I can write things here. Hang on. K T Hang on, I gotta screenshot that. Hang on. Take a screenshot. Done. All right, cool. Take a screenshot. Oh, I make myself laugh. And screenshot that rude comment on my screen too. Appreciate that, Katie. I was waiting for that too. Awesome. On my screen, the YouTube comments pop up in the bottom right corner. So I got this picture of Katie sucks on the truck and you saying rude. I watch your stream and this is what you knew going into this what you're going to get. You get love. There we go. All right, that's enough. I got to call it quits. I think the sugars are getting to me. We'll talk to you guys. Thank you, Kevin, Katie, and Tony for tuning in. For anybody else who tuned in quietly, really appreciate it. If I go missing in about 3 weeks, check Katie's backyard. It's probably somewhere buried in there. But thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you later. Hopefully we'll do some more live stream of this level soon. It's going to be a busy week last week of school, so maybe not till next week. But we'll talk to you later. Bye.